Let's talk a little bit about billionaires. I want to talk about, in general, the outsized influence that billionaires are having on the forthcoming Trump administration. And then I want to talk a little bit more specifically about Elon Musk. Billionaires have really seized the reins of the Trump machine. And it's time we talk about how this is really shaping Donald Trump's push here for what he's going to do in his second term. When you follow the money, the story becomes really clear. The people bankrolling Trump are buying control over his decisions. And it's even more blatant this time around. I know many of you say, David, money has always influenced politics. Yes, but it's doing it in a particularly visible and pernicious way. Let's break it down. Trump raised hundreds of millions of dollars during his previous campaigns, but the real power doesn't come from everyday donors. It's the ultra wealthy. It's the billionaires with the corporate interests that really hold the keys. These donors write the checks big enough to influence not just policy, but Donald Trump's entire platform. And for his potential ideas for this second term, they are really doubling down. Elon Musk is an example. We'll talk more about him later. Musk has cozied up to Trump. He's leveraged influence through social media and financial backing. His recent control over platforms like X gives him a lot of sway in shaping public narratives. And Musk's interests are, of course, deregulation, government contracts, what's best for his various companies. And this really generally aligns well with Trump's plan to strip away what's left of federal oversight. It's not a coincidence that Trump's companies benefited from Trump-era policies, and now he's investing, that's what it is, to get more of the same. We'll get back to Musk. You've got Warren Stevens, Linda McMahon, Jared Isaacman, Howard Lutnick, billionaires who are going to be part of Trump's incoming administration. You've got people who are close to being billionaires, but they're not. Vivek Ramaswamy, Stephen Witkoff, Doug Burgum. Doug Burgum is a billionaire? Actually, I don't remember. It doesn't really matter. Super rich guy. And then you've got Trump's actual further choices. You know, people like Peter Thiel or Steven Schwartzman. Are they going to have a role? What sort of role are they going to have? These are not public servants. These are not people getting involved with the forthcoming Trump administration to help people. These are business moguls with a direct financial stake in policies that would favor their industries. So this second Trump term is looking like it's going to be run by billionaires. This extends to Trump's donor base. During the first term, he had Sheldon Adelson and Robert Mercer, and the list is growing and growing into this coalition of ultra wealthy people who want to protect wealth and power. These are not people just funding Trump's campaign the way you might donate $50. They are buying seats at the table, and they're making sure that their priorities will become policy. You look at Trump's first term. The 2017 tax cuts sold as good for the middle class. Overwhelming beneficiaries were the top 1%. And you also have to consider foreign billionaires. Trump's relationship with Saudi Arabia did not come out of nowhere. You follow the money, you'll find billions in arms deals and business interests connecting Trump's inner circle to Saudi cash. Of course, Jared Kushner being one of the primary examples. Right now, Trump's out of office, although he'll be back soon. But the billionaires knew we got to pour money in and then we're going to get goodies. So as we talk about specific people, we'll talk about Musk in a bit. It's important to mention that this is not only about Donald Trump. Part of this is about the system. And Bernie Sanders has talked about this quite a bit. A handful of billionaires, a dozen, couple dozen, can effectively buy their way into dictating and influencing policy that affects hundreds of millions of people. Trump's the latest vehicle. He's a great vehicle because Trump is a billionaire and loves billionaires and sees being a billionaire as a virtue in and of itself. Will the voters allow it to continue? Well, we'll see. So the next time you hear Trump talking about fighting for the people, just remember that the money behind the words is the money of these billionaires who at an unprecedented rate are going to be involved in his campaign. In his administration. Now I want to focus in specifically on the dangers of what's going on with Elon Musk. As Trump's inauguration approaches, we're already seeing what the next 4 years are going to look like. A Trump campaign official said Pennsylvania election workers will face jail time for counting mail-in ballots with technical errors like missing dates. part of the right's attempt to sow election distrust and weaponize the courts. This story is almost exclusively being covered by right-leaning news outlets spinning the narrative to villainize the election workers, so the public probably has a skewed perspective on what's really happening. That is, unless you use ground news, which lets you see every side to every story like this one. Ground News is an independent platform that exposes the biases of media outlets by showing you who owns them, what angle they're taking on each story, and what hidden agendas might be lurking in the background. Ground News's daily briefings are a great way to stay informed without feeling overwhelmed. It gives a quick breakdown of the day's most critical stories from every angle. Go to ground.news/Pacman for 50% off their unlimited access Vantage plan. It's their biggest sale of the year, and the link is in the description.